No matter how it may seem, no one has control over your life except for you. This is not personal, financial, or life advice. We're just a couple of guys and an occasional guest talking out loud. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast.
We here.
Yo.
Monday morning, we here. We back at it. My name is Handsome Kelly. Who I got with me?
Kadeem Brown, live in the flesh, back like I never left. Another Monday.
But this Monday is different. This Monday we got a special guest with us this Monday.
Talk to us.
We got who we got in the building with us?
Introduce yourself, bro. What's your name?
It's good, man. It's your boy KB the Trainer, man.
It's your boy.
KB the Trainer. Kaleb Lewis is here.
Yeah.
He's in the building. What's going on, K?
What's up, man?
Long
Good
time
to be
no
here,
see, man.
I feel special, man.
But I think for a few of the listeners who don't know who you are, let's start off with that. Let's run straight into it. Who is Kaleb?
Oh, man. Kaleb is a go hard, go getter, full entrepreneur. I do that. I love to have fun. As far as what I do, I'm a personal trainer. I got my own personal training business, doing it for like 5 years now. That led to everything else. Led to modeling, runway and print, which led to acting. Also, philanthropists have our own community organization called Feeding the City, so we give back every year. And real estate, and I'm a realtor.
Dope. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Queens, man.
Queens, New York.
I was born in Jersey, but I lived many places.
So why you don't rep Jersey for? You were born in Jersey.
The part of Jersey I was born, man. You don't want to rep that. Camden, New Jersey, man. I lived there for 10 months. House burned down.
Man,
I got a whole story, man.
Okay, yeah. That don't count. I mean, you have to live there for like a minimum of 3 years to rep that location. So, I guess you could pull out Queens, New York out the book. I think that's the rule. I think that's the NY rule. You gotta live in a place for 3 years to really call it home. Yeah, bro. I'm joking, bro.
You're really thinking about it now, like
I don't know, bro.
All right, what's going on though, man? What you got? What's going on?
That's a lot going on. I mean, it depends on what lane you talk about, man.
Start it up.
Yeah. All right. So your first thing you said, you're a personal trainer, right?
Yes.
How did you get into personal training?
Man, I got into it because I actually got laid off. I was working for after school program, PS30 in Rochdale, and they laid me off after a month.
Jeez, yeah. I've been there.
Tell that story.
They laid me off because I was the newest hire because of budget cuts. So when that situation happened, I'm like, I don't want to be anybody's disposable anymore. I want to be my own brand or own thing. But at that point in time, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I was working out. And I just got my gym membership before I got the job. I'm like, I go to Planet, pay $20 a month. It's nothing.
Yeah, Planet.
And this is the old Planet when I was doing the Van Wyck. So as I was going there, bills piling up, everything. And I'm like, I can't get the money to go to the gym. So one of my friends from high school, she was like, can I go to the gym with you? Because she seen me post on my old page. Yeah. She was like, can I work out with you? I'm like, I guess so. I mean, I know what I do. And she ended up following me, stuff what I was doing. She was like, so what about my butt and my thighs? I'm like, listen, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just trying to get a chest, abs, you know. So
he started working gluteus maximus.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I'm the type of person, if I'm going to show you something or tell you something, I'm gonna have to do it myself. So I ended up starting doing workouts myself, and I see it like, these squats really hurt, like shit. So after 3 or 4 months, her body changed dramatically, and from there, like a light switch hit, but I still wasn't sure. And then her cousin was like, I'll pay you. I'm like, pay me for what? She was like, you help my cousin, can you help me? Yeah. I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm saying to myself, but I'm like, I'm gonna get back to you. And she kept asking me, so I'm like, I'm gonna just do it. One, because I love helping people. Two, I love fitness. And that was my leeway out, because at a point in time, realistically, I had bills and everything else on top of everything. So I was like, I need the bread. And then next thing I took it from there. And then the school called me back that following summer. It was like, we could have your position. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to still train. Because I know if I build this brand now, then I can have this forever. Because it's on myself accountability, my self effort. So I end up training 8, 9, and 10, and go to work after that from like 12 to 6, and then do a session in the evening. Yeah. So meanwhile, I was doing that for the whole summer to catch up with my bills. Come October, it's getting cold in New York. I just realized, I need a gym.
In New York be getting cold, bro. New York is a different type of cold.
So outside workout.
Yeah. So a few of my clients were still rocking with me. I had probably like 2 or 3 left. And I'm like, yo, because one thing about training, you have to prove yourself with the other people.
Okay.
So I could have the best body in the world, but that doesn't mean I could train someone.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to prove myself. So I'm like, yo, if I could really go hard and with these certain people where I don't even care about you paying me anymore, I just want to prove that I could help someone.
Yeah.
So when it came, mid-October, I'm like, yo, it's 45 degrees outside. What we gonna do? Sure enough, out of the middle of nowhere, this guy H hits me up. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, I'm at the school. I say they're looking for a fitness program. Mm-hmm. Do you need a location?
Hold on, sorry to keep. What time frame was this? Like when was this? Like last year, 2 years ago?
No, this was 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay.
This is how the very first beginnings.
All right, cool.
So as I'm training throughout the whole summer, as it gets to October, it getting cold, and he hit me up and just out of a phone call, he was like, yo, the school needs a fitness program. Do you willing to do that? Mm-hmm. And that for me, that was a big thing. Like on my end, I didn't know what I was gonna do. My mom was like, yo, you should go back to the school, because they called me back. It's like, oh, you should come. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this again because y'all might just drop me again.
Yeah.
So when we met up with director of the school, we worked something out and I ended up training there, and it just shows you within that time frame, you might not know the steps of how it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
But in your dream, if you believe in it, and if you protect it, and this guy H, he speak to me the whole summer. That's what's so crazy. That's the first time I was seeing. He just hit me out of nowhere to blue. I'm like, yo, I see what you've been doing. I'm like, how you see him been doing? That's another thing about social media. It's key.
Watching,
yeah. And out of nowhere, and it was a blessing in disguise, and just took it and ran with it, and been going ever since. So that's how training came about.
That's what's up. That's a good story. Yeah.
That's the Power Network.
Yeah, it is. It is. Network. You never know who's watching you, especially with social media. You can post stuff every day. People are always watching you, and the people who you don't think is watching you, those are the people who's watching you the most. Yeah. So that's why you always gotta put your best foot forward. You always gotta put positivity out there and just keep on grinding like that.
What about acting? How you get into that?
Oh, acting. Are we gonna skip over modeling?
Nah, I thought you said acting then modeling. All right, so let's get into modeling. All right, so that's next.
Well, modeling, everything happened. It's crazy because everything happened organically. Like as you see, I'm gonna lay down the stories, but it's not like I was one of the things like I want to do this, I want to do that. I didn't want to do anything. I just want to do business, and I wanted to be able to market because I knew how to reach people. That was my main thing when I got out of high school. But modeling came about because I was training one of my clients, and she actually was going through a moment where she was struggling with photography, and she wanted to pick back up the camera. She was like, well, can you do a test shoot for me? So I'm like, all right, cool. I got some abs. I could show it off. Throw some baby oil on me. Good money. So we did the shoot, and I see myself in a different light. I'm like, yo, I could do this. Like, I could see myself H&M Billboard or Calvin Klein or something. So I did that shoot, and I posted it. And once I posted it, people gave a reaction like, yo, you model now?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I do.
You gotta claim it. You gotta run with that.
So when it happened, and then what it really took the next step is when I did a fashion show. Mm-hmm. I did a fashion show. Shout out to Fire. I did a soiree on the runway. Once I did that, it took my confidence to another level with the runway. And then I just took off from there and just started working with other brands, working with other people, and building and creating my portfolio before I even knew what a portfolio was.
That's dope. Let's take it back to I didn't want to skip over fitness so bad. I wanted to know, like, what do you think you see everybody working out and everything like that. You're there with people's transitioning from when they have that extra weight they want to have to when they want to lose it. You're there through that whole process. How important and why is it so important that people stay in shape and people stay healthy basically?
It's without health we nowhere. We're nothing without our health. And it's so important that it shouldn't even be one of those things that it's like a hobby. It should be something that's installed in everyone's daily life. No matter if you you lifting 300 pounds or you lifting 30 pounds. Yeah. As long as you're doing some type of active movement every day. Right. And eating right, of course. And
how much does food play into like being physically fit and stuff? Is that a big part or
major key, bro? Major key.
Why is that?
Because you eat you are what you eat basically, like far as the food is energy. Right. So if you eat, you eating bullshit, you're going to perform bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So food is very important.
What do you think about that whole vegan lifestyle, that trend everybody's going to right now? Are you a vegan yourself or not?
I like to say I'm half vegan, man.
Half vegan? I know you're not a vegan because right before this podcast, he was eating some Dominican food right now.
Listen,
some pollo. So I know he's not.
I say I'm half because I mostly eat. I'm back on it now. Like as far as eating more greens, more fruits and vegetables. But I don't like red meat no more. I used to love oxtails, all the time. Like it hurts because it's not just that, you know, I want to sound harsh, but I don't really care for the animal part. I care about how I feel.
Of course, yeah.
So
of course.
when I eat, it doesn't fully digest.
What about oxtail gravy?
Yeah. So
ain't just the king of oxtail gravy.
Yeah, I'm not trying not to talk about oxtail no more. Trying to make me fall back in the trap. But every time I eat, it feel like there's pressure on my chest, and I just like it was annoying feeling that all the time. So I was like, yo, certain foods I gotta give up, you know, certain dairies I give up, and yeah, it's all about you. I wouldn't say everybody should do it. It's based on doing it in moderation. Just like anything else, too much you consume is going to be bad for you.
And you feel like your performance definitely changed when you made those adjustments.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
How so?
You have way more energy. Like, it sounds weird when people talk about it. Because, like, when I did the cleanse, it was the green smoothie cleanse.
Right.
And what's that consist of? Break it down for people.
Green smoothie cleanse is fruits, vegetables, nuts, no dairy, no bread.
Okay.
And I felt amazing, like, and I did it to show my clients, like, to be a leader.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to lose weight or anything, but I actually remained like literally the same. And when I did it, I felt, I don't even know, it was like a natural high. Yeah. Like, it was weird because I was like, yo, I have so much energy. I'm doing like 20 pull-ups in a row, push-ups in between, 20 dips, and I'm like, yo, I could go for more. And it's like, yo, this is crazy. I want to feel like this all the time.
Right.
So it's a mental aspect how you look at it. So if you think about the feeling that you want from it, then you will end up make the change within this action. But if you think about the other part, like, damn, I gotta miss this, I gotta take this away, take that away, then you're never gonna really get there.
So what's the importance? Okay, I can go to the gym by myself and do what I want to do. What's the importance of having like a personal trainer? Why should I come to you, and why should I not just go in the gym and do my own thing, hop on YouTube and stuff like that?
Gotcha. I mean, you can do both. I don't knock it, but I would say the accountability. You gotta depend on what type of person you are. So if you're a person that's gonna get up and go, then you would be that person. You wouldn't need nobody. But if you're a person that you know you need somebody to be on you, especially for working out purposes, then you should get a trainer. You should get a gym partner or something. Somebody that's gonna push you. Because that's my main thing. I tell my clients all the time, like, I should charge y'all for therapy as well, because it's more mental, getting them in the groove and getting them going, because I only see you 2 hours a week, so I can't hold your hand the whole time. So I gotta implement the values in them. It's like having children to a certain extent. So you want them to do good. You want them to do good. I mean, when they're in your environment, they trying to do their best they can. Say I did this, I did that. But once they leave, I can't. You gotta be on your own.
So how strong is that mental?
How strong is what?
The mental. How strong do you feel the mental plays out for?
It's everything. It's just like anything in life. If you don't have the mental aspect about it, then your action's not gonna follow. So that's why I relate fitness to life in a lot of ways to them. I give them a lot of different analogies. So, for example, say we had to do 10 reps for the set, and end up doing 6. So I'm like, yo, if somebody owe you $10, do you want 6 or you want the whole 10? You know what I'm saying? Get all your money. So that's the analogy I be giving them. Like, damn, I ain't think about it like that. Or sometimes they might do the wrong exercise, and they want to get credit for it. I'm like, yo, do you get paid? I mean, do you get paid to go to work on the wrong day? And I'm like, no. So I'm like, so you did the wrong thing. So let's get up, do these 10 burpees,
No, I definitely agree. Recently, I just started seeing the personal trainer myself.
Okay.
And I definitely, like you said, the accountability, I think that's where I lacked, and that's why I needed to get a personal trainer, because I was in the gym and I was bullshitting, and then I was just like doing this, doing that. I was never consistent, and I'm grinding, doing so much other stuff. I felt like I needed that accountability, quote unquote, partner, and I needed to almost put my bread up, because if my bread is up, then it's just like, okay, I'm not gonna waste this. And it's almost like, I like you said, I see him 2 times a week for an hour, so 2 hours a week.
Exactly.
So it's almost like those 2 hours, I don't want to, when I'm not with him, I still want to make sure, like, yo, I'm gonna have to see this guy in the next 2 days. Right. Let me make sure I'm eating right. Let me make sure I'm still going to the gym, because I don't want to let him down, because I'm just like, damn, like you said, it's almost like a father and son relationship, because it's like, yo, damn, I don't want to let this guy down, because he's gonna be like, yo, you're wasting my time and things like that. And we had that talk even before he signed up. He said, yo, if you're not doing what you need to do, it doesn't matter how much money you're paying me, I'm not gonna let you waste my time, basically.
That's true. And that's another thing, not cut you off.
No, go.
But even myself, I started servicing more, far as in checking up on them on a daily basis. And like, yo, what's going on? How's it going? Even also, not even what you eating, but how's life going? Because that plays a big part as well. And that's another thing I took accountability on myself. Is like, you know what? If I'm going to see them less amount of time, I need to take more time as far as talking to them and really getting to know what's going on in life. Because life happens. We all fall off, and we got to get back. So that's why it's like, yo, it's a continuous process. It's not a certain weight or a certain goal or a certain image that you're trying to get. You're trying to better yourself every day.
Every day.
Yeah. So what keeps your productivity high?
I say doing stuff immediately when you're supposed to be getting done. Mm-hmm. Like literally when I was outside, my broker, because I'm in real estate, so he hit me up. It's like, oh, did you send those leads off? And I was like, yo, let me just do this now. And it only took 2 or 3 minutes, but sometimes we prolong things for no reason, and it adds up. And then next thing you know, we in a funk and we got 20 things we got to do. Right. Mm-hmm. So I try to get done things soon as possible, because that's one trait he got. Like, where we service people when they email us, we try to get back to them ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
all right, so how do you say you're broker? So you're into real estate then? Yeah. You're an agent?
Yeah, I'm a real estate.
How long you been an agent for?
I could say about almost a full year now. Yeah.
And how's it been treating you so far?
Man,
I know that's a grind in itself.
You know how they say you thought it was gonna be a breeze? Yeah. Man, I like a challenge,
of course.
So I say that anybody that doesn't like a challenge, you're looking for instant money or a quick rich, this is not for you. Mm-hmm. It's something that you have to build, and you have to make connections, and you got to learn from things you did. Mm-hmm. So thankfully, I did make my first sale last November.
Dope.
Congrats, yeah, I sold the house in Hollis.
Nice.
So that was dope fun. That was a process within itself. But as an agent, there's so many things that can go out of control. Like, you can do everything you can for the client, but it might be certain things with the lawyer, it might be certain things with the bank, it might be certain things with their credit. It's all about you just service them and making sure that they're good and know that you're working for them.
So let's drop some gems real quick. When it comes to credit and also let's say someone's looking for a house. Yeah. Right? What's the proper steps to go about it?
Are you looking for a house? The main thing they need is you say your tax returns, your W-2s for the last 2 years, and you want to make sure you have all your documents straight. And then they will have to go to the bank and see how much they approve for. Mm-hmm. So if you got, I don't know, certain banks is different, but I think you got to have at least 620. And a 620 score will help you get, eligible.
620 credit score, right?
Yeah. Okay, but at the end of the day, you don't want that, because they're going to give you a crazy interest rate. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? So you always want to shoot for the best. Mm-hmm. But credit is definitely important, especially when it comes to rentals. There's so many people I would want to help, but I just can't, because the owners, they're not allowing tenants with no 500 credit score, because they see that as your accountability, and they don't think, well, if you can't pay JCPenney, then how you gonna pay me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's true. Yeah, I see that a lot lately. A lot of people looking for houses and things like that. You can't do anything now without your credit. Right. Like, if your credit's messed up in this day and time, like,
you asked out.
Like, you're done. Like you said, they use that as accountability. Like, he made the perfect point. If you can't pay JCPenney, how you gonna pay my landlord? Or exactly. If it comes down to who you gonna pay first. So
exactly.
I feel like that's why a lot of landlords are going to the Section A part, where they don't have to really worry about that much of them actually paying, because the government is actually paying them.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that is that they have a bad stigma with Section 8 clients. Yeah. So they figured that they're not going to treat the house well, because they're not coming out of pocket for it. So it's like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't type of thing.
Gift and a curse to it.
Huh?
It's a gift and a curse to it? Or what?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Because some owners look at it, if they care about the investor, they just care about the money, then they're going to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if they live in there, they're going to be if it's not an investment property, they're going to be more secure about who they want in there.
Yeah, definitely. We had a house in the Bronx, and it was Section A. It was a 3-family house, maybe like 3 years ago. And that place we spent so much money, like, doing the rehab and everything like that. I think we had it, I can't know exactly how much. I think it was like 5 years we had it for. But once we were getting ready to sell it and get ready to get rid of it, like, they wrecked that place. Like, that place was like, it wasn't unrecognizable. There was holes. They made it like from a 1-bedroom to like a 5-bedroom. Like, it was horrible in there. Horrible.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. But also, I got another thing. Anybody that's in their house right now and they barely have to pay rent or paying a little bit rent, stay home. Stop. Could be at the age where everybody's trying to move out, want their own. That's the thing now. It's rough out there. Like, it's really rough out there, because if you miss a $15 1-bedroom rent, you're gonna be in the street 2 months later. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So stay home. Don't try to keep your expenses low.
What's the average rent in New York right now?
I would say, if you want a box, you're gonna have to pay about $13-14.
That's nothing.
That's right. That's right.
That's true. Right. And that's a place you wouldn't want to live, right?
Nah, because if you used to, especially used to live in a 3-bedroom family house, you're not gonna be used to that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then that's not talking about if a utility is included or not. So it's rough out there. Just stay home, man.
What do you feel is the proper amount? Let's say someone does want to move out, right? What's the proper amount they should have saved up?
And what kind of lifestyle should they have too?
Depends what kind of job they do. But I would say if they go to a broker, they need 3 months, first month rent, first month security, broker's fee. And so whatever the rent is, so it's $1,500. You times that 3, that's $4,500. Right. And also you want to have probably another month saved up just in case, because it's hard, especially if you're not used to that accountability being on your own. Yeah. And that responsibility of doing your own grocery shopping, paying your own bills, phone bill. God knows if you got a car note and car insurance. Yeah. So that's why I say, try to save up at least 3 months in advance, and also have another safety month, so 4 months.
Yeah, it's rough out there, bro.
So you think like 1700? You two are more into it, y'all more into the real estate aspect than I am. So just hearing it.
Yeah, I have my real estate license, but I took the test and everything, but I never actually went to a broker and anything. Gotcha. I kind of wanted to do it for like the investment part, and kind of learn how the industry worked and everything like that. But I understand what you're going through, so it's crazy. That's why I said big congrats for getting your first deal, because I know how it is. I know the runaround that you get. I know when you're dealing with people, you can deal with somebody for 3-4 months, and if the deal doesn't close, then you kind of just wasted. You kind of just have to take that.
I actually had a few deals in the works, like they about to sign a contract and everything. Yeah, and it was like, well, I'm not sure. I want to see one more house. We see the other house,
and he went for that.
They actually didn't go for that. So it was crazy because when we was in there, I'm like, yo, I don't even like this house. I'm trying to be nice about it or whatever. And they actually didn't go for that. And then I was like, all right, so maybe you're going to sign a contract for the one that we're already in. Yeah. And then some family situation happened and you just can't afford to buy a house anymore. Jeez. So it's a lot of situations that you just can't do nothing about. And I just think about all the time I wasted. And it's like, you know what, just take it. You know what I mean? Just learn from it. You learn from it. You know what I mean? But I do have one deal right out there now. I don't know if you got any rich listeners, but 392 Central Park West. It's for sales. 1.09 million. It's a nice, lovely 1 bedroom, junior bedroom unit. It's a condo in Upper West Side.
Okay, dope.
West Side, you said?
Yeah, Upper West Side, right next to Central Park, like literally 1 block away.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Central Park. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's long money over there.
Yeah.
So I know that area. Yeah. So I put the drop out there. If you got any more, any questions, Kaleb@homedax.com. You know what I mean? Hit me up. We can set up the show, and we actually doing a hope house this Saturday. But yeah.
I might just pass to the open house just to pass to the open house.
What time's the open house?
What is it? 11 to 12:30 p.m.
Okay, dope.
So yeah, I can make time for that.
All right, question. So you do personal training, modeling, real estate agent. Yeah. What else do you do? Is that it?
Yeah, acting. I just started acting.
How's that lifestyle?
Acting is, it's hard to say right now because like I enjoy it when I'm on set. So the project I was working on, it's a pilot called Deliver Our Love, and it's actually my first lead role. And
congrats.
It's supposed to be coming out in May. So I seen like the clip of it when I met with the director like 2 weeks ago, and it looked really dope. So it was close to my personality, so it wasn't that much of a stretch.
Okay, dope.
So I just casted for a new role on a series called Mob Mentality, and I got the role. I casted for Mob Mentality.
Mama or mob?
Mob, like the gangsters.
MOB. Okay.
Yeah, mafia. So
I thought you said mom.
Nah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Playing?
I ain't that kind of guy.
He's versatile, bro. Don't sleep on his skills.
Yeah, right?
This ain't no holiday heart.
Gotta get that money, right?
No.
See holiday.
No holiday heart over here, man. But yeah, I actually play a young kid. His name is called Primo, and this character, he's real passionate. Like the situation that I had to try out for is his sister is dating a mobster, and he came in the house and he's pretty tight about it, so he's blowing up on her and everything. So it really that stretched my personality another way. So I really don't get mad. I'm a calm person, but to see that I actually succeeded when I tried out for it, it makes me more interested. Like I want to learn more about acting and continue it. So right now it's in the early stages, but I put it out there because I was in a movie. Pray Before You Eat part 2. Yeah. And part 3 is coming out as well. So that's coming out this year. So it's hard because I'm in a middle spot where everything is not finished yet. So I didn't really get to see myself yet.
So when it comes to transition your mindset, because you say you're not like that. So how were you able to tap into that mindset to get yourself to play that role?
It's basically I don't like to be like that. Only time where I'm like that is when I'm real passionate, real emotional about something. So basically like when it's close to family or in a relationship,
Right.
But when I'm the type of person, I get mad at myself for being mad because I'm just always the cool one and always trying to find out a solution. And I look at myself like, damn, you just let yourself go. You could have went about it differently.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so being a leader, you know, you worry about your actions.
Exactly.
And, you know, other people watching.
Were you acting a lot like growing up? Were you acting growing up? Were you in like plays growing up? Or
Yo, it's crazy. I never did any plays. I never was the animated type of dude.
Yeah,
but when I play music, I'm turning to an artist. Like I've been Usher before Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey songs. Like I be, you know, acting like it's my song, like they in the studio. That's the only type of acting that I did me personally.
Okay, I'm following you.
Yeah, but that's why I thought it was kind of dope that I didn't have a background from it. But the certain little thing I used to do all the time, like. People, my bros don't like riding car with me. They always think it's an R&B concert. So I'm always on my yeah. I always like listening to my smooth joint, you know, R&B. You know, I love hip hop, but like you're not gonna listen to hip hop. You just chilling with shorty. You know what I'm saying? You gonna throw in the tunes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, everybody want to be tough, but it's like, yo, when I play that, I just act like I'm that person.
That's
you know
that Jersey in you.
Nah, no.
Get back to the roots.
That's that Queens.
Yeah, I haven't been to Jersey, man. I need to go out there, man.
Jeez.
Yo, you been to Camden, New Jersey?
Nah, I never been to Camden.
What is it called?
Camden.
Who's from Camden? This sounds familiar.
It's like Compton.
Let me tell you the stat that we had when I was born. It was the top 10 poorest city in the nation.
Top 10?
Top 10.
How far is that from like Jersey City and stuff like that?
It's actually close to Philly.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Okay, that's why I'm there. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. And what made your family come up here?
We actually moved to Niagara Falls.
Damn.
Yeah, because my pops, he was a truck driver before he passed.
Okay.
Yeah, so we moved to Niagara Falls. We stayed there for about, what was that, about 5 years?
Okay.
And then we came to Brooklyn in 2000. And then after we left Brooklyn, we moved to Queens, and then we moved to Rockaway. So growing up in Southside, you see a lot of things that you're not supposed to see. Yeah. Like we knew crackheads by first name basis. So in 2005, then we left. My mom, she went to Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, we went. Charlotte is cool, man. It was just the wrong timing. You know what I mean? I didn't like the country life. It was kind of slow. Yeah. But I still connected with people out there, and I stayed out there for 3.5 years, and I finished high school up here. I went to Flushing. Oh. So I'm always been real dynamic, available to change, and I always make new friends fast because I had to do it by choice.
Of course, and you feel like that's helping you out right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. It made me connect to people even much faster because some people it's like, yo, how long you know this person? I knew this person for like 6 months. Or yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and then me being going down there, it made me gravitate to New York more and made me appreciate the opportunities that we do have. Because a lot of people in New York don't realize that we have a lot of opportunities around us. Yeah. And when you go out there and you see what's going on in their market and their economy, they don't have stuff like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it made me more appreciative of anything.
That's dope. All right, so you talked about like you're really good with connecting to people. I mean, there's a book called, I don't know if you ever heard of How to Meet Friends and Influence People.
How to Win Friends.
How to Win Friends, I'm sorry, and influence people. What's like some of your keys on connecting with people? How do you use, like, does it come naturally, you don't even think about it? Or do you feel like there's certain stuff that somebody else can adapt to their life who is not really a people person?
I would say the first thing is find out who you are.
Okay.
If you have that self-awareness of what kind of person you are, what you like, and what you gravitate to, then I'll help you connect to certain people. Because not for nothing, like a lot of people, they might be droning me in certain situations, but like I'm nice to everybody. Yeah. But I don't see as a person that I could really grow with sometimes. It's like, oh, he's cool, you know, she's cool, whatever. But it's like we don't have the same type of values. But if we like a certain particular thing, then I can help. That could, you know, build a relationship. Yeah. But as far as when I meet people, it just, you know, it's just real natural. Like, yo, you know, oh, I like this. Oh, you like this too? Oh, okay. What else do you do? And that's how it usually starts.
Flow from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so personal training, modeling, acting, real estate. How the hell do you balance all of that? Talk to me.
Yo, man, every day I still try to figure it out.
Because I know personal trainers, that's all they do. They have to go hard at that to build their clientele and everything. I know real estate agents, a crazy game. Competition is crazy. They have to dedicate their life, every waking second of it. So how are you able to manage all of that stuff at one time? What are you giving your more energy to right now and less energy to?
I would say my main thing is like I try to maximize my 24.
Okay.
And so my typical day for me, where I train in the mornings around 9 o'clock, then I train in the evenings around 7. Okay. So in between those times, I'm doing real estate, or if it's like a casting or modeling, I show up to that. Okay. So the modeling and acting is not
time consuming.
Yeah, it's not time consuming right now.
Okay.
So it's like one of the things that pop up. Like literally, my agency hit me up yesterday. It was like, oh, we have a casting on Sunday, and it's like, all right, I don't got to do the open house this Sunday.
Okay,
all right, cool. I'm pull up to that. So we don't realize how much time we have until we have to do certain things.
Yeah,
because when you bullshit in the crib, you like, oh, all right, time go by fast.
Yeah.
You watching the whole Netflix series.
Right, you know
what I mean? You watch the whole Netflix series, you could be doing 3 different things.
Facts.
And I'm not saying like I don't binge watch.
We all been there.
I just want to have the time to do that. I've just been so committed to everything else. It's like, all right, you know what? I could change these next 6 months to change, my next 1 or 2 years.
Right.
So that's just been in grinding mode. And I try to take it one day at a time. Like, I'm a spiritual person, so I really ask for guidance, like, every day, like, which way should I go?
Yeah.
Because it is a lot, but it's at the same token, it's like, that's always how it's been. Like, far as in high school, my main thing was always to break stereotypes. And I never really noticed that until I got there, and people was like, yo, I didn't know you was this smart. I'm like, what you mean you didn't know I was this smart? What, I look dumb to you? I was like, nah, yo, you got 90 average. Yo, and you dress nice, and girls like you. I'm like, yo, that's what it's supposed to be. What you mean? So, and I was on the basketball team as well, so it's like, I was used to, being committed to multiple things. So now it's at a level where it's all right, now is really monetary, you monetize it.
Yeah. And
you really got to be sure about who you wasting your time with. Not wasting time, who you using your time with.
Yeah.
And you don't want to waste time with certain people. So it makes me real particular about certain things, and knowing that, all right, that's not necessary. It's necessary for them, but it's not necessary for me.
Right.
Because a lot of times people be throwing a burden on you, like, yeah, I got to get this done by tomorrow.
That's not on you.
Yeah, that's not on me, bro. Like,
that's on them.
You knew you had to get that done. So I do a lot of self-development. I watch a lot of videos.
Okay. So
me personally, I'm working on reading more, but I watch more videos than anything. And I like to listen to certain things. So
what type of videos you listen to?
Tony Robbins, man. That's my dude.
Yeah?
That's my dude. Tony Robbins, TD Jakes, definitely Jay Morrison for real estate.
Yep.
Yeah, hands down.
Gary V. You put me on about Gary V. Yeah. He's cutthroat, man. Yo,
like, I have a love-hate relationship with Gary
V. And Brandon Bashar, Yuquan put me on to him. Yeah, he's a more cool vibe. So that's what the thing about it is, like, each of them have different strengths.
Yeah.
So I guess it all depends on the moment that you're in, the space that you're in. Because I was actually listening to one Gary V video. He's like, yo, you shouldn't be watching this video every day. He said, you should watch this one time. I should see you back in a year. That's the type of inspiration he was giving. It's like, yo, stop sitting on your ass, stop bullshitting, stop complaining about, you know what I mean? So I listen to multiple people because sometimes, we in different spaces. We all not just one thing. We not just one person. You know what I mean?
What's a couple other ways you stay motivated? You got the videos, you stay with books. Well, are you reading any books right now?
Yeah, I'm reading Leaders Eat Last. I still haven't finished. I'm tight.
Okay, those don't. No, I'm the same way. I start a book sometimes take me like 3 months to sometimes finish a book.
Yeah, I see y'all both looking at me.
This guy read books every day in the bathroom while he driving. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I'm struggling the same way. What book can you recommend to people? What feel like book that you read that you feel like is a good book? If there is one, you don't have to force it.
What video would you recommend?
Oh yeah.
Video?
Yeah.
It's a lot. Damn, that's one. I can say the most recent one. I was watching Steve Harvey. He was his video talking about how he started, and it was like probably like 20 minutes on YouTube.
Right.
And it was just so dope that people think that it's over. Like, you 30, it's over. You 35, it's over. 40, you think it's over. And so the story, I didn't even know he was homeless.
Yeah.
He was homeless too, and he was saying that his story when he went to a comedy club. And he signed up, and he's with this girl because a lot of times it's usually a girl that get us over the hump.
We all a strong one by you.
And he signed up for the following week, but somehow the other person that he's supposed to show didn't show. They was like, well, is Steve Harvey in here? He looked over at the girl and said, yo, you's crazy. Somebody got the same name as me. She was like, no, stupid. They calling you. Like, go up. And he ended up winning the contest. And he won $50. And he said when he won it, he cried. And she was looking at him like, why are you crying? He's like, you don't understand where I'm coming from. This means everything.
Right. Yeah.
So he quit his job the next day. So this guy was wild.
That's that Steve Harvey, I feel like he's so underrated when it comes to like personal development. He be dropping gems sometimes.
Every episode.
Every single episode. Like, it's so funny. I was driving the car about 2 days ago, and I never listened to like WBLS. But I had his radio station on, and it was towards the end because I was tired of the hip hop. I'm like, let me see what else they have. So he dropped some motivational speech, just like, yo, trust in the process, taking the leap. Like, he's big on like just jumping in.
You gotta jump.
Yeah, build your parachute in the air and stuff like that. Like, I like Steve Harvey's. A lot of his videos are really good.
And one thing I learned about a lot of people that's successful and like motivated and inspirational people, success story is always the same. Only thing is different than experiences.
The person.
And, so it's like we keep hearing the same formula over and over, and a lot of people not taking heed to it. They just either they want it now or they don't want to do anything for it. And it's like, yo, you hear about the different trials and tribulations that they go through, and just because they have money now, don't think they never went through anything. And that's the big misconception with the culture.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for people to see somebody in a great position and to think that they were once in your position.
Exactly.
I feel like that's the hardest thing to overcome, and that's what social media is not helping with it either. No. That's the hardest thing. Like, you see some people in a great position, you hear their stories, like, oh, well, this happened or that happened. Nah, they were out there busting their ass while you were sitting watching Netflix series. They're there busting their ass. So yeah, that's a big thing too.
People too comfortable.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
That'll kill you. That's the worst position to be, is comfortable.
Yeah.
The worst position.
Or they didn't try by their environment. They don't think nobody can make it there because they didn't see nobody.
And I feel that boils down to also with your friends too. Like, a lot of your friends, they're comfortable with themselves, and they're not comfortable with you growing. You know, so you have so many people who, like, I think Snoop Dogg had said this one time where he has to grow apart from many of his friends because they kept pulling him down, and he says to himself, like, why am I growing? Y'all not growing. Yeah. So what he'll do, he'll stop his own growth by going back down to their level, and you can't do that. Once you growing, you gotta keep that gap going. Yeah. Either they gotta climb up, or gap gonna keep expanding.
Yeah, that's the bad part about success.
What do you feel like gave you the mindset? Because you're from South Side, you lived in all these crazy places where people don't make it out and stuff like that. What gave you that mindset to be like, yo, I don't want to end up like this?
I would say this coming from my family, far as in us not like really being ownership. Like my grandma, she had like a salon, and she lost it or whatever, gave it up because some situation happened. But now us not only maybe want to gravitate to everything, and so it's like by having limited resources, or not saying we was barely eating every night. Yeah. But it was moments in my childhood where we was on a high, we was on a low, high on a low, and it was like real inconsistent. So with that being said, I always wanted financial security, and I always wanted to be better. I always wanted to build a legacy for my family, and have like the Lewis brand generations to come. Yeah. Because I never looked at it like, oh, I want money for now. It's like you got a car you want, you got a girl you want, the house you want. All right, what's up after that? You know what I mean? I want to impact something to the world and really like my name live on.
So what are some of your goals that you have then? Like, share with us. I don't know if you want to, but let us know some of your goals. Like, what are you inspiring to be or do?
Well, I'm definitely inspiring to be like, I would say global entrepreneur. Okay. But the main thing is really build entrepreneurship in the Black community. Okay. Because it's one of those things. It sounds like a fairy tale. Far as in you only could do one thing. And you only could be this type of person coming from where you're from. You only could play basketball. You only could rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this. A lot of people, they either take, like the athlete or artist route. Yeah. Or it's like, all right, if I don't do that, then I have to work 9 to 5.
Or sell dope.
And there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5s. But people feel like, damn, I got to work for 30 years, bust my ass, or I got to sell my morals and shake my ass as far as the girl's concerned to make it. And it's like, yo, it's messed up that we have try to put us in a box like that. So I do shout out to people that always take different routes. Friends that becoming doctors and lawyers, because we need that. And we need that type of power within ourselves. So we don't have to always run to the Jewish man when we try and get out of a situation.
Showcase that it's possible. Yeah, showcase that.
But I would say that me coming from not having much made me want everything.
Okay, yeah.
Like what?
What far as in success and
what's your definition? What's your definition of success? What success mean to you?
All right, success one is not just money for me. Success is like healthy relationships, healthy wealth, and having true fulfillment of what you desire, not what someone else desires. Not having the best stats, being a number one on Forbes. if that's not what you desire, that's not what I'm chasing. I'm chasing basically financial independence and also be able to give back to my community and build better leaders, build people better than me.
Dope.
So that's my main thing, is giving back.
Name some examples of. I mean, I know, but name some examples of how you giving back.
Well, I didn't talk about feeding the city.
What's that?
Feeding the City's community organization. I started was about 4 years ago, and we give out food to the homeless. Okay. So now it's extended to more holidays. And I literally started because I was washing dishes before Thanksgiving, and I'm like, yo, Ma, you always make this food and we eat it for 3-4 days and we throw it out. And I got tired of doing it. I'm like, you're so wasteful, and we just try to give it away to somebody. Yeah. So she was like, what you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna figure something out. And then the next day I'm like, I'm gonna give out food to the homeless. So at the same time, I had a couple clients at the time, and they wanted to do the same thing. So I just brought the idea to them, like, yo, y'all want to do this for Thanksgiving? They like, Thanksgiving? I'm like, yeah. They was like on the day? I'm like, yeah. So we ended up doing that, found a couple shelters, went in train stations. We gave out 51 meals. And before we did that, we raised money for our donations, like online. We raised money, people gave hand donations. Okay. And then we actually cooked the food ourselves. Nice. And we gave it out. So with that being said, after we posted it, that's why social media is another key point. More people was aware of it and wanted to join. So this guy H hit me up the following year. And next thing you know, we did 400 meals.
It was 500, but who's counting?
Definitely you. And then it just kept growing from there, like far as in like really the whole community came involved. Like literally, like I'm dropping off chickens here, dropping off turkeys here, picking things up. And then the next year we did over 1,000. Yeah. And then this past year we did over 1,500.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's in the early stages of getting it official nonprofit. But that's another thing. So with that, I want to like start it up, create a system, but try to really leverage it because I know it's very time consuming for that. Of course, yeah. And I'm already split 6 different ways. So feeding the city is dope. That's one of my main things I love. I look for every year. And every time I talk to people about it, they were like, wow, you really do that? I always wanted to do that. Yeah, yeah. And I'd be thinking, like, yo, why you never did it?
that boils down to thoughts and actions.
Yeah, exactly.
You have so many people who have these thoughts, but they don't have the right action to go into play to make it happen.
Yeah, and they probably be scared about what other people might say a lot of times, too. Yeah. Like, oh, why are you doing that for? These people don't need it, or we need food at our house. It's a lot of different, selfish motives behind it, but yeah, doing that, it made me draw to so many people and see how many people have like good inside them that they want to do. Yeah, and it just brings it out, and it's a dope feeling, man. Like giving somebody a meal and change their whole day changes just because you give them a hot plate and some water. Yeah. So of course you seen it firsthand.
Yeah. Not even just that. It's crazy because the only reason why we didn't complete our goal was because we ran out of food.
Damn. Well, that's a good problem then. Yeah. So now you have to go harder next year then, basically.
Yeah. I literally didn't eat till probably like 8 or 9 that night. Damn. Like we gonna go till it's over. Yeah. We're not just like, all right, yo, it's 6 o'clock. CP time. We supposed to eat. Yeah. Nah, I told mom I'm not coming home till it's over. Anyway. It's over. And I honestly, for me, I don't even eat what they eat anymore, what they make anymore. So, so it wasn't a big thing. It's like, I could mess with the mac a little bit, but I don't need no fried chicken, no ribs, no pork. Yeah. But feeding the city is dope, man. You can also follow the Instagram page. It's called We Feeding the City on Instagram. And it's the same thing on Facebook, I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna plug that in the notes.
Yeah, where can people find you as well? What's your
it's KB the trainer, KBTHE trainer.
Yeah, we'll put that in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll put all that in the store. You know what? Also put that Steve Harvey interview that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I want to watch that myself too.
Yeah, I want to see what that's about.
Yeah. So we'll definitely have all that in the show notes. I mean, we have any other questions?
Yeah, it sounds like all right. So I'm really basing off of this as if like someone I don't know you. That's what I'm trying to put that in my head. But from all that you've done, you have to fail sometimes.
Oh yes, of course.
So how were you able to bounce back from failure?
Yeah,
it's hard, but at the same time, you gotta realize it's part of success. So when you realize that, like, this is supposed to happen. Like for example, for the situation with the house, it was a fail because I didn't get the commission, I didn't get the result. They didn't actually buy it. Yeah. But at the same time, it was a blessing because I learned so much far as in how to read people and also being there. I know I could service them. So failure is a part of success. You can't be successful without that. Even as far as working out, you go until failure, and that's how you build muscle strength. So if I when it comes to working out, that's like very, very normal to me. So I take that to life. It's like, all right, you're supposed to fail. And there's a lot of castings and auditions that I went to that I didn't get. And it's been times where I like went to Jersey or went to the city countless times, and it's like get no call back. And it's like, all right, you still got to come with the same effort every time.
So how do you stay motivated through all that?
I make myself hold myself accountable, like far as saying things to myself, like far as if you say you're gonna do this regardless, then don't care about the result, give your effort. Like CT Fletcher, that's another dude. You heard of him before?
Nah,
I never heard of him.
You probably seen his video.
I think the black guy, you clumping me onto it. What?
Yeah, he's a big dude. He old now, but he's motivate people by he curse them out while he working out.
Oh, yeah, like grow, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But besides all the cursing out, what he does, he actually says it himself. You just want to give your all, no matter what the result is. And if you give your effort, then that's the most important thing. I could live with that. So it's a lot of things, even on a daily basis. I don't get everything done, but I still give my all, make sure that I did what I was supposed to do. So that's another thing. It's like I got to stay motivated. I got to go back to my humble beginnings and know why I'm doing this. The what is probably not happening right now. I don't know how, but if I go back to why, then that keeps me going.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I stopped by. Yeah, I went to St. John's for a semester for marketing.
Okay.
And college is nothing like nothing like I thought it would be.
Like TV shows?
You know what I mean?
I thought it was going to be like Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, right?
That's why I wanted to go to Stanford.
Saved by the Bell, One Tree Hill, yeah. It was different. Like, I actually had a 1.5 in college my first semester. And once I seen that, I'm like, yo, this is not for me.
Don't worry, I was around there, bro. I was around the same thing. Don't worry.
I'm a college admission dropout.
Yeah, but what really took me off is that I was in I think it was a history class, and I'm like, yo, I want to do marketing. Why are they making me study history? Yeah. And I was just saying to myself, like, this is normal. I'm looking at everybody like they aliens. Like, yo, what are we doing? We paying for this. Like, St. John's ain't cheap.
Yeah.
And the professor was like, well, yeah, you got to take your bullshit core classes and then you get into your major. So I'm like, hold up. I took it as an investment standpoint. I'm saying, so you telling me I got to pay you, what was it, like $14,000 a semester? So I got to waste, a couple 30,000-40,000, and then I'm gonna get into what I really want.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
No, like, where's the return on that? Like, so that took me off. So in speech class, I'll never forget. I actually got this in my room. We had to write about what is an informative poem or essay, or whatever. Yeah. Informative speech, actually. And I wrote about 80% of college students move back home with their parents.
Facts.
Boy, the seniors did not like that.
Don't worry, I'm here. I'm telling you, I'm in that statistic.
Yo, he actually gave me like a C+. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. You know this was the best speech I had in this room. But I brought the facts, I brought the delivery, I brought the statistics, and everybody was just in their seats like, man, yo, is that real?
You messing with his money. That teacher's like, I don't get out of my classroom.
Yo, he was mad about that, but I feel like that was the best thing I did in college was that speech. But yeah, I went to St. John's for a semester, and I told my mom, like, yo, I can't do this no more. And she's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, because I figure, like, me being in high school, I know high school is two different things, but you still have to manage. And the stuff I was doing, I was on honor society, basketball team. I was the cool guy, so that's something to manage to keep up within itself. But I always know how to stay focused, stay on track, and know how to get stuff when I get done. So I told her, I said, yo, I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna be cool. And she still wasn't seeing it, and she's like, well, I'm gonna give you 6 months, you gotta go back. Then it's so crazy, ironically, that's how training just happened. Like, it wasn't like
God works mysterious.
Yeah.
So
that's why I tell people, yo, stay true to what you are. 10 toes down.
You still live with your mom now?
Yeah, I still live with my mom.
So how is she open into? I know at first she was probably like, nah, you got to go back to school. This. Now that you're doing a little bit better, she sees that, okay, he's not just laying on his ass every day watching Netflix. How is her like energy now?
I couldn't even afford Netflix back then. Nah, my mom is super proud of me, and it's dope because, like, I never really felt that from her for like a while, for a few years. But she's like, yo, I'm really proud of you. Like, she's happy. She be sending me castings to go to. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I want to see you on TV, because all she be doing is watching TV all day. It's a dope feeling because it's like, yo, you believe in yourself and you got to take that risk no matter who's against you. And that's the biggest struggle sometimes, where it might be our parents or it might be our closest friends, or it might be, you know, a significant other. You got to believe in yourself and you got to keep going because they don't see it. It's your vision.
It's your vision. And it's not for them to see it. It's for nobody to see it except for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people struggle with that. Like, their parents don't want, their parents think they know the best for you. Your parents only want you to do what they did because that's what worked for them.
And that time frame. That's I understand that. It's a time frame. So even now, like, it's sad, but if you got a bachelor's or a master's, that's really not going to get you over the next person because they have the same thing. So you got to bring something different. Now they're saying you got to bring experience, but how you need experience for the how you gonna experience for the job? You never got it.
That's true.
Yeah. So me being the youngest, I'm youngest of 3, so I have an older brother and older sister. So I was always ahead of the game more than my peers because I seen my brother and sister go through.
Yeah.
And so I always felt like my sister's been in school for years, like years. So I'm like, yo, I'm not doing this because she got the same problems I got. So I'm not doing this. And then my brother was older than me. He followed basketball most of his life, and then he ended up finishing school. But he got his degree in communications. He didn't even use that.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing all these different things. I'm like, yo, nah, I'm not doing this. And everybody's looking like, yo, Caleb's not going to school. You've been a 90 average student your whole life.
Yeah.
And so I was like the child, like, oh, he's definitely going to college. And I just went against the grain, like, nah, I'm not doing this. I tried it. I'm not doing it.
That's what's up, stepping outside your comfort zone. Yo, bro, why are you showing your abs over here, bro? This guy feel like a competition. This guy H over here is like showing his abs off everywhere. Yo,
hey, man, like, gotta flex with y'all, man.
Come on, man.
You know?
Nah, but yeah, I mean, that comfort zone. Sometimes you gotta step out that comfort zone.
Yeah.
You have, like you said, go against the grain, step out the norm, and that's where you're gonna find your most success.
Yeah, because what inspired me the most, when I was taking macroeconomics, and all the stuff he was talking about, it never clicked until he talked about the different stories, how people came about. Like, one simple story is the guy that made, they don't even have those in the pizza box no more. But you know the old pizzeria pizzas, the little plastic piece?
Yeah.
In the middle?
The white
Yeah.
plastic.
Oh,
hold together?
yeah.
Millionaire idea. Something that simple.
I think we spoke about that. Yeah. Refresh.
And he told me about that. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. He was talking about Walt Disney. Then he also talked about delivery pizza. I swear it has to be more than this, but it probably just that simple.
Yeah.
It said it was people in the college dorm. It's like, yo, I wish we could get a pizza right now. Somebody could deliver it to us. And that's how delivery pizza idea came about.
Wow.
I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
it can't be that simple. But
I mean, problem solution.
Yo, from that
Exactly.
semester of college, you learned a lot, bro. You had a lot of stories from that one semester.
word, man,
That's what's
it's
up,
crazy.
bro.
It's so crazy.
Now, at least you did. You realized that's something that you didn't want to do, so you made that decision right away. You didn't let nobody talk you out of it. Like, go back. So at that age, it's so easy to get influenced and like, yo, everybody's like, yo, go back. And when people are in your ear, you automatically think, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody else is right. So I commend you on making that strong decision. Like, yo, this is not for me, and I'm gonna find another way. And you're making it happen right now, bro.
Yeah, you gotta tell yourself that, you know, what I want is what I want. And then you gotta put the actions into it to make it happen.
Yeah, because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna be confident in my success or my failure. I'm gonna learn from my failure, but I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna know why I'm doing this, why I'm going down, why the ship is sailing. But I'm a big person on science too, because it was crazy because I dropped one class before I knew I was gonna do it. Yeah. And I didn't tell nobody, but I was talking to my friend about it. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about being done with college. He's like, for real? You just started? I'm like, so I think I'm done. And then when I was actually in the office about to tell, I forgot what the person called, the
administration,
right? And he sent me a text message. He said, yo, you dropped out yet?
LOL.
Out of nowhere. I was like, all right, I definitely got to do this. Yeah, but I feel like that was the biggest, like, that was the best thing I ever did for myself growth in my lane, because that led me, like, working out changed my whole life as far as changing, meeting people, and I'm in these different lanes, and it's a blessing, man. I tell people, just go hard for what you do, no matter if it's in school or out of school, or it's a craft or a trade. Go hard at what you do. You never know what it leads you to.
That's what's up, bro. I love it.
You could think of anything that you'll look at, put a pedestal as your important failure.
My most important failure?
Yeah.
Like, what's the biggest lesson you learned from a failure?
I would say it had to be the college part about it. Because I really felt bad about having that 1.5. Because I really tried.
Yeah.
I really tried. I'm like, yo, what's not clicking?
Yeah.
And it's just something like, maybe you just need to take a step back and look at it from a different point of view. Maybe this is just not for you. And people always say, "Oh, college not for everybody," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm one of those people."
Right.
They're like, and then now they see now, like, "Oh yeah, I see why now." Because everything you want to do is, your own idea. You want to have control. I'm not a control freak, but I was like certain things that I would go about it differently. I was like, "Yo, maybe I should do it this way," and I ended up doing it myself. So that's how I get caught up in a lot of situations. Like when we actually hosted events. Me and H did a few events before, and I went to other people's events. I'm like, "Yo, how you gonna host and not make sure everybody have a good time?" So it was one thing, like, I need to do my own event.
Yeah,
and end up doing that, and anybody can talk about the bus trips. We got videos to prove it, but it's always lit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that type of person. It's like if it's not right, then I'm like, let me go about it this way. Let me put my emphasis in, 'cause I could give my all to it. So that's the type of person I am. So I know with being in that school structure, I'm always conformed to it. In school, I didn't ever like that. I was good at it because I had good memory. That was all it really was in school. You have good memory. You be cool with the teachers. You know what I mean? I played a politic role. Yeah. So it was not like, all right, I'm a bookworm. Nah, I studied while I was on the bus. People looked at me weird, but I was like, yo, this is what I need to do. So that's my thing is you go hard on what you want. You know what I mean?
All right. The last question I have for you, with the knowledge you have now, right? That transition stage where you got fired and everything like that, you were in school, you dropped out. What advice would you give yourself back then, or somebody going through that situation that would help you or feel like that would benefit you right now? Or back then, that would have helped you propel you faster?
I would say, I wouldn't say it would be faster, but I would just tell them, yo, it's okay. Because there's been times where I've been really stressed for months. Of course, yeah. Like being in the crib and trying to find a job, couldn't find a job. Yeah. So I was just sitting there. I'm like, yo, I'm really trying to do it. I even did MCA. Like, I was trying to do everything. Yeah, I hear you. I was part of another Market America, another brand. Okay. So I was trying to do whatever. It's not like I was just sitting there. Yeah. But I would tell people, yo, it's gonna be okay. Just try to find yourself even more and find out what you are good at and what you really want out of life.
That's self-awareness.
Yeah. And if you can have that self-awareness and really figure it out, try to put it to the paper, and it'd be more attainable as far as you be able to explain to people more clearly about what you want. And don't give up, because even now sometimes I'm like, yo, sometimes, damn, I feel like I'm doing too much. Yeah. And after, I go through something, and then after I get there, I'm like, damn, it really wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? It just feels so much within that moment. And you realize that it's not that bad. I've been through worse before. Yeah. So that's my motto going forward is it's not gonna be that bad, man. It's just one of those moments. It's part of success. It's up and down. But for people that's out there that have a dream, that have a goal, I would say, yo, protect it, because people gonna come and they're gonna be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do it. What happened to this? I thought you was doing it. What's going on with you? You need to be doing this. People are gonna tell what they need to be doing. Those are the same people that don't know what they're doing. So at the same time, you gotta protect it and you gotta nourish it every day and believe in it. Because if you give up, then nobody else is gonna care.
That's a fact. Hold up, we got one more question.
That's a jump, bro.
Yeah, it is. If you could think of one word that got you to your current level of success, what would it be?
I'm gonna have to go with struggle.
Struggle,
man. If it wasn't for the struggle, far as in the times that I had growing up and seeing different things, I probably wouldn't be as appreciative and humble as now. So like it's different, for example, practical example, a middle class kid, when they get like 18, 19, 20, the parents just push them out in the street and make sure they tell them, oh, this is the real world now. Yeah. So at 12, 11, I knew about, eviction notices, not paying this, and no hot water for months. I knew about the certain situations, and it was unfortunate at the time, but that struggle made me so appreciative to everything going forward. So I would say struggle is the biggest thing that kept me down, give me that grit, give me that advantage over the next person, because I'm like, oh, this is nothing. Like, there's been times where I didn't know I was gonna eat tomorrow, but you telling me that you're not gonna call me back, or you got to cancel a meeting. All right, that's nothing. I can get through that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's easy. But yeah, it literally was times where I really took a shower at the YMCA. Like, I joke about it now. It's funny now, but it was times where I was down south. I seen some of the roughest things, and it's like, damn, this is life supposed to be. I gotta have more. I gotta have more. Yeah. I don't want my kids to go through this. You know what I mean? So it was a little joke, even with my friends, because even though I dressed nice, I was going through unfortunate situations. So when we used to come over to the crib, they used to come to the sink like, damn, you still ain't got no hot water? Yo, when I say that joke hurt, but you gotta laugh. Because like when they leave, like, damn, son, I can't come back from that. So I had to get better at my jokes. I had to get better and say something more hurtful. But but it's like, yo, in certain situations like that, it's like, all right, somebody tell me, oh, I don't like you. I'm like, I don't care. Somebody came to my house and put on the hot water and said there's no more hot water. Yeah. I can't come back from that. I can come back and say you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, struggle and things that happen to me, it's like, all right, I take that. It's nothing. You know what I mean? Don't try to joke with me if you can't take jokes.
Because he's coming. It's brewing. And his jokes is coming from the heart.
But yeah, I calm down now. Man. I calm down. Because some people, they're like, yo, they be having things. Remember what you said to me 6 years ago? I'm like, come on. Son.
That's holding grudges, though. You got to let that shit go. Yeah. People do that. They be stuck in the past. Living in the past over and over.
One of my friends from elementary was like, yo, you remember when you called me this? I'm like, I did? I'm like, yeah, that was like 3rd grade. Like,
let that go. 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Let that go.
That's
what time Saturday should I be there?
Yo, you could be there at 11, man. 11:05.
Okay, and then 11 to what?
To 12:30.
Are we gonna have refreshments there?
Come on, man. This ain't no party. It's the open house.
I'm just asking.
You ain't give me no refreshments. Like,
he's trying to party in the condo.
You give you no refreshments?
Yo, man, I gave y'all water. I gave orange juice.
Yeah, he did bring us juice.
On,
so
man.
yeah,
Servicing. That's all I do is service people. There,
yeah, he did. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
All right, so Saturday it is then.
Yeah, Saturday 11 to 12:30.
All right, so one more time, Kaleb Lewis. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming. Now it's a great another interview, bro. Like,
nah, this was dope, man.
This is good. Hopefully, a couple of years you're back on this podcast, and
yeah, we won't be here though. We probably be.
Wait, hold on. I got a question for you. What's your goal, man? Where you want to take this?
This right here?
Yeah.
All right, so I figure that we're gonna take this to on the same level as like Ty Lopez and Andy Frisella. I don't know if you know who that is, but that's really the idea of me getting to it, because I feel that in order for you to reach the masses, you have to follow what masses are doing. I'm not in a way of following, but also like from the leader standpoint. So you see like Ty Lopez, you see Grant Cardone, Andy Frisella, what they're doing. They're using podcasts to get to the majority of people. So that's what we're gonna do.
Gotcha.
So for me, it's big on networking. Like, I didn't know you before this, but now we have a relationship. So hopefully, the more people we bring on, and the bigger and bigger networks that we could connect to and tap into, and hopefully grow our brand, grow our networking, and keep on developing to get to that level, like he said, like Andy Frisella level or a Ty Lopez level, where we're reaching more people, we're helping people, because the people that we bring on the guests, even through our struggles as well. There's people going through that too. So other people are going to hear that and then be like, yo, this guy went through this, and it's more attainable. Like, you're not on a ridiculous level that I can't even fathom right now. I can relate to you right now. So it's like some of the stuff that you said right now is like, okay, I can do that. So it shows that, like, yo, we're on the grind. We're not there yet, but yo, we're not that far ahead of you. Yeah. So you can come here and help other people that way. So that's what I want to get out of it.
Right, because you can learn anything you can learn at least one thing from someone.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that's the big thing with this. Just keep on growing. We in the crib right now, but we're gonna be in some studio in the city soon. So
man, all the best things start in the crib, man. Amazon was in the garage, right?
Garage, yeah. Google, Apple, all that.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate your time, bro. And just drop your at name one more time.
Oh, it's at KB the Trainer, KBTHE Trainer. That's on Instagram, also on Snapchat. I don't know if y'all still using Snap, but it's on there. My Facebook is Kaleb Lewis. And Home Dax is my brokerage.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, we'll pull that in.
We'll definitely put it on the show notes. Definitely, guys, don't forget to email us too at whatarewedoingpodcastpc@gmail.com. Hit me up on social media. I'm at Way Too Irrational. Way the number 2 Irrational. H is at Handsome Kelly _.
There you go.
And yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your Monday. Make sure it's productive, and we will see you next week.
All right, guys.
Later.